I varnished this commissioned painting about a little over a week ago. It was completely dry to the touch, and I used retouch varnish for this one because I needed to hand it over to the client pretty soon. I really loved painting the fabric. I always love painting fabric, especially in white, because it has so many shades in it, and I really love capturing all those. And when it was dry, about a week or so later, I packaged it. And I did the packaging lightly because I knew it was a gift for somebody else, so I knew my client would like to see it before they wrap it their own way and give it to their friend or family member. And while I had the varnish out, I also varnished this painting of roses that I picked from my garden and painted them from life about a month ago too. I didn't forget to sign. I put the signature on the back this time because the painting wasn't that big and I didn't want the signature to take so much space off the front. So I just did the information and signed it on the back and packaged it really lightly, and then I delivered it by hand. I bought a few things at the art supply store, of course. I bought this toned tan sketchbook. I've never had one this tan before, so I'd like to try it. I forgot to get the red charcoal pencil though, because I really want to try it on that paper. I got some ampersand boards. I've tried their gesso board before and I loved it, but I never finished that painting. I'll put it up here in a second. And I got a few clay board, a couple of clay boards too. I'd like to try those and I'll let you know because they look very smooth and really nice. So I'll let you know how that one goes. I also bought a board, kind of a larger board, just to put behind small paintings because I would like to include the palette itself as well in those painting videos, because I really love it when I watch other videos of painters and they include the palette as well right next to the painting, so you can see as they're mixing the colors and the whole process in there. And that's what I did with this portrait, which was the third one in this 24 challenge that I'm giving myself, but this one went really bad. I'm not even going to bore you with the details of this one. Here's a small glimpse of it so you see how bad it went. And that's just normal. I like to share that part too because it's normal. Not every painting is going to be perfect, and we can just put it aside, learn from it, and move on. And we'll always remember that tomorrow is another day. For the next painting, I wanted to start with a little more of a plan. When I look at the reference photo for too long without other references, like of other paintings, I kind of go back to not trying something new and stick with my own way. And the whole point of this challenge, the challenge I'm talking about, is of course the 24 portraits that I'm making, is to learn something new, improve myself. So I decided to actually this time start with an inspiration board that I did on Milanote. And I'm not sponsored in any way by Milanote. I'm still a small tiny channel here on YouTube. But it's a free website, and I like to create an inspiration board where I put my reference photo and other paintings that I like the style of, the colors, the brush stroke, whatever that inspires me in those paintings, and I like to add to my own paintings and put it all on one board so I can just look back at it while I'm painting, remind myself of what I want to learn. And I can, like, sometimes I just put them there. You can put the whole link from Pinterest or whatever source you're taking those pictures from, and I rearrange them so I make the best vision for myself before I start a painting. I don't always do that, but I find it very helpful, so I highly recommend it. And I did it before this painting. The reference photo and the other painting that I did at the beginning of the video, they're both from the amazing Jimena Agra, and from her Patreon. And this one is a little further. It's not, the focus is not the portrait itself. I like to paint portraits and figures. So for this one, the portrait is really tiny, and I always tell myself that I'm not going to paint tiny faces. They're really difficult to paint. I find the bigger portraits a lot easier, but not too big. I don't like too big of portraits. But this one was really tiny, and I think I wiped it off and repainted the face like 5 times maybe. But at the end, I wanted it to be just a hint of her face, not extremely detailed. And then remember, those are quick 2-3 hour study, and I think I painted this one in 2 hours only. And I really like the final result. I hope you enjoy it.